On guys, good morning. Welcome to episode of Final Fantasy IX. For point of respect and all power, I am your host, JD. You guys call me Jack. Pretty much rings a bell towards it today. Um, if you guys want to catch more Final Fantasy IX every Thursdays and Fridays, by one follow the instructions on YouTube, and also the descriptions you guys may find through Kevin, Sony, and Runny Egg. Filled with love, support, and respect all together. Make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. Filled with anything you guys can ever find. Remember guys, with great power comes great responsibility, and anything you guys can do, more than likely we can do the same thing, and as long as we follow the good directions as much as we can. But other than that, with love, support, and respect today guys, if you guys have a Twitter, you guys can follow me on Twitter as JD Jack Dawson, as your awesome commentator for the first 5 years on YouTube. And I've also been on Twitter for over 3 years. So you guys can tell me your first and last name information on Twitter anytime you guys like. But you guys can put how many space bars you guys can put. Maybe it's like 1, 2, or 3. But I would only almost agree more by having just one space bar at this point. But other than that, you guys call me Jack or JD. As your awesome commentator, filled with love, support, and respect. And also, guys, my numbers are 824-656-00. Not only if you guys have a Twitter, if you guys also have a Steam, the good news is, guys, on Steam, if you guys want to know when you guys, well, most of us want to, you guys want to know when you guys are going to be expecting the Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster. That one's going to be coming out on, the good news is, it'll be coming out on November 10th. And that's basically in the next couple weeks. Pretty much the 10th day of November at this point, so. But if you guys are looking to have momentum of having that soon, you guys can have an opportunity when you guys can really try it. Remember guys, it won't be available until November 10th for the most part, as we speak. So, you guys can get warmed up between the first 4 Pixel Remasters, or anything else you guys can really find for it. But on the guys, with love, support, and respect, the most important thing, that's something anybody can really have, not anything majestic or not too much, to say the least. I'm gonna give you guys a poll question today, see what's one we can add up today at this point. But on the guys, with love, support, and respect, the most important thing on that is, if you guys also have a Reddit, you guys can friend request me on Reddit. The name is Zach Dawson 1993. But the only capital letter today, guys, in this group, as an awesome commentator, is it's only Jay. Well, you guys can check out the awesome commentator himself, Kevin. You guys call him Tuber. You guys call him Tuber Chat, or you guys can just call him by his first name. It really does not matter what you call him at this point. I only call him Kevin for short, because that's actually only his very first name. And then his last name is kind of like Faye, F-A-Y-E. But it's not all too bad to organize and get a little more of a fit. Whatever comes towards your mind. But on the guys, with love, support, and respect, the most important thing is we watch videos in full. You guys can like the videos, support, comment in full. You guys can share me out, tweet me out on Twitter, YouTube, and Reddit. And you guys can vote to Land of 33 and the Great Summit at 14. Alright guys, here's a question with you guys. With Halloween... Okay guys, I'm gonna give you guys another Halloween question here. With Halloween in a few days, what movie was scary, horrify. Hold on guys, I'm seeing if I can, was scary, good, and not bad. But on that, also guys, my highest likes is 29. Top to views 98 and 113. And also, my highest mods of all time is 221. Well guys, I'm trying to think what would be another good poll question here for this morning. Also guys, today's date is October 28th. I go back to work tomorrow and Saturday. Then the good thing is, guys, I'm off another 3 days. It's Halloween, November 1st and November 2nd. So, we'll keep that more intact and anything else in mind. Well guys, I'm gonna do this one right here. And then probably the third option, I think the third option what I probably will do is something that's in between. And guys, every 19 to 20 minutes, guys get IGN News on its current opportunity. But I actually did not watch any of the what do you call it, State of Play through PlayStation. But I obviously think they only announced maybe like a couple things. That's pretty much just about it. But pretty much not a whole lot came out of it. But I was hoping that they would have announced a little more big things coming out of it too. But honestly, the State of Play only ran for maybe like 3, maybe like 4 hours. That's pretty much just about it. But honestly, guys, I honestly did not watch it. So, but the most important one, guys, is watching the Game Awards. By the time Halo Infinite gets released the same way, and what's both of those things are happening, guys, on December 8th, 2021. So that's going to be coming up very soon. So we'll see what happens in the after party today. See what else really goes by then. Hey, what's up, Dayton? How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you back in the live chat. How you doing? It's good to see you back to what anybody else has been up to. But, how you been today, Dayton? I actually haven't seen you in the live chat for, really for quite some time or something. But, how you been? Well, now, guys, we're trying to figure out what else we have. Pretty much an IC mix at this point. But also, guys, the spectacular thing is pretty much having love, support, and respect for the entire group. You guys can also check out my girl Sorty. She's gonna be live on a different time today. Usually, sometimes she goes going live in the mornings, pretty much in the early evenings, like say around 4, or pretty much around 6 o'clock even. And also, guys, almost 24/7 is Runny Egg. He goes live almost 24/7, especially if he's ever doing talent shows or doing channel reviews for us today, or anything so on and so forth. Zane says there's actually a special episode of Kevin on Saturday. Yeah. It's actually going to be stream number 300. I think it's going to be perfect. And what sadly I have to work looking 1:30 to 10:30, so I think I might still be able to jump in there, but it all depends what time I'm taking my lunch break though. So it all depends. I think I might jump in for a little bit. It all depends what's going on, but usually I don't have to work past 2:11. That's actually an enormous thing. It's a tremendous thing too. Which I can honestly take that, buddy. And guys, I don't just love what I do, I just do it. That's always the most important thing you can have, so. Well, alright guys, here's your poll question. You guys get news in another 9 to 10 minutes. Here's the thing, guys, here's the question. If Halloween in just a few days, what movie was scary, good, and not bad? Scream, Twister, or Freddy vs. Jason? You guys can throw some likes up in the live chat this morning, as we are a couple of days till Halloween appears. That was actually not bad of an evil laugh today, guys, so it all depends. The question is who I'm going to be dressing as. I'm not 100% sure, but I honestly never thought of maybe dressing up with something like that. Well, my opponent gave me a couple ideas, so it all depends going forward. Also, guys, I also had my second COVID test yesterday, and pretty much had that going around 4ish. So I just had to bring a couple things along a little bit more, and here on in, and pretty much then there, but and I did not last too long since I was actually at a fast food place for about more importantly, guys, for about pretty much for a while, ever since day one at this point. So honestly, it was not a problem at all. So I know, guys, our next location is going to be, I think we'll probably try to catch some frogs or something. I'm not sure. So I think what we're probably going to do, guys, is pretty much real simple. It does say we're going to be taking on this one thing. This one thing involving Quina. So I'm going to do, well, I don't think we're going to be able to do that right now. So let's go, I think we'll probably go back to Tsukumohan Code right now. So I'm going to go right about here. So let's see what we got in the mix today. Now my connection yesterday was being a little more jumpy and been a bit more stupid at this point, but pretty much when I was doing Far Cry 6 yesterday, you know, it was fine at the most part, but that's it only lasted like 55, maybe like 54 minutes yesterday. So it was not a problem or not a big excuse, but it was okay. It's just that this needs more and more we'll actually get to for the time limits, but speaking of time limits, guys, since I go back to work tomorrow, guys, like I said, all I have to do is work tomorrow and Saturday, and that's it. So the plan for today is due to the fact that since somebody's working at Wendy's between 5:30 to 2, I might go across and maybe get a little something to have, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm not real sure, guys. Especially if it comes to anything that's empty, or anything that's going on for sure. That's an awesome commentator, so I'm not 100% sure what's going to be happening with that, but I can think of one or two different ways for it. But the plan for pretty much most of today is maybe, since you guys did not receive an episode of Crit Tales since fucking pretty much Monday of this week, you guys are probably going to have a new episode of Crit Tales to see where we left off, but honestly did not save. But we have to figure out where we're at today, guys, to see what we got going on too. But it all depends what's happening with that. You guys get news another 7 to 8 minutes. If you guys want a shout out, let me know in the live chat today. But yeah, my girl Sony is going to be on around 4. She's usually live, I think every 4, maybe like almost 4 hours, maybe like a little over 5 hours plus or something. So it all depends so far today. But yeah, as far as how my pun's doing, she's actually feeling better, but she cannot wait to get out of this COVID crap, guys. And more importantly, than to see her back in motion and back in protection at this point. Which no one does not have to deal with any of that, to be honest. But after having my second test yesterday, guys, so far today, I think I'll probably say negative for sure. But it all depends what's going on. I think I probably will. I don't see why not. Well, guys, get news in another 5 minutes. Here's your poll question again, guys. With Halloween in just a few days, what movie was scary, good, and not bad? Scream, Twister, or Freddy vs. Jason? And which we all know, guys, Freddy pretty much had an observation for what he recently had in the very beginning. So, which pretty much Freddy Krueger, guys, had his very first movie. And that was back when it was called Nightmare on Elm Street, and then Friday the 13th, which I don't pay a lot of attention with that, especially if it's good for what it was or anything that should have been done with, but maybe almost handled in a different way. currently at this point, but the only movie I've always seen, and anybody else in this group today that we can honestly think about is what do you call it? I know it's like always one of two, and it was honestly, well, I know that it's kind of like one of two, guys. So that's pretty much another thing on the table. So I think for the most part, I think we're going to be staying with doing some Toca Bell stuff, guys. And we'll see whatever time we have left. We'll probably do some of the main story at this point. As you guys still get new episodes, an hour and 25 to an hour and a half each time. So depending if we require any bonus time or not. And once we recently did that this month, guys, and that was we recently did a new episode of 1-on-3, and that's still on the weekends. So on and so forth. So it all depends going forward today. But I should be back this afternoon as well, guys. If most of us have an opportunity, if I could get a new episode of Chris Tales, which it should have been done in the afternoon yesterday, but recently the connection stopped after I was trying to get to IGN News, but I don't think it's going to happen a whole lot today at this point. So I might have a little something to have after I'm done pretty much later on this morning, and see what happens at the after party today. See if there's anything to say or anything that falls on the table. So it all depends what's going on. Alright guys, get news in another 2 to 3 minutes. But yeah, I did not watch any of the State of Play to PlayStation. But I have heard they only announced a couple good things. But, not too much for me to, all of us to think about or anything compared to it. But the most important thing that we're hoping that we cannot wait to be excited for is the release of Battlefield 2042 and the Game Awards, guys. I mean, it's the same thing as Halo Infinite's coming out too. I nearly am wanting to play that set, guys. I really want to, but it all depends. I mean, the only way I can play it on my PC is if I can honestly get an Xbox Game Pass for it, and maybe redeem that on my PC sometime. I don't think I've ever done that yet, but I'm hoping I do in the future. But let's see what happens. I mean, we have other fish to fry. Guardians of the Galaxy, probably not. I mean, I would actually almost like nothing more, guys, in this group. So maybe still go after Guardians of the Galaxy, but I prefer a little bit more with Battlefield 2042. Because that game's going to be crashing on the system, leaving a good trail, and the graphics are going to be pretty good, and so on and so forth, too. Will it be up for Game of the Year? I'm hoping it will, but it all depends if it's not too early or anything. So it all depends, guys. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You look at the awesome commentator today. Out of 221 mods today, guys. It all depends what's going on. And what's only with that, and for only one game, guys, can win Game of the Year. Last year, the game that I've been after 27 episodes, guys, pretty much did very well, and that was The Last of Us Part 2. That game was very solid. The game was really good. And it honestly was too, guys. No doubt contended. It was actually one of my best games I've ever beaten. But speaking of that, guys, we reached the 19-minute limit. And it's time for some IGN news for you guys today. If you guys have a Twitter, today's date is October 28th. It's been a couple days till Halloween, guys. You guys can vote on that YouTube poll this morning. If you guys have a Twitter, you guys can follow me on Twitter. It's JD Jack Dawson. It's the awesome commentator. Remember, guys, love, support, and respect is key, and knowledge is power. Also, having thumbnails or banners, guys, as long as you have no more, maybe like, I don't know, probably keeping it between either one channel, but as long as if you do create a second channel, guys, on YouTube, you can fit that second one as your backup. And let's see what happens going forward. This is what this group's all about, guys. Love, support, and respect is key. Well, we meet and greet new people one by one, follow the instructions, and also descriptions, guys, as much as you guys can through Kevin, Sony, and Ronnie together. You guys can tell me your first and last name information on Twitter. So you guys can follow me in the live chat through Twitter. I can do the same thing for you guys. But it all depends how long we've been on Twitter together. Actually, if you ask me how long I've been on Twitter, it's very much simple. And much more remorse too, guys. I've been on Twitter for over 3 years. Been on YouTube for over 5 years. So, it's always awesome. Not dramatic, but great stuff to add. And as always, much more looking forward today too. But other than that, you guys call me Jack. It's with Titanic. Through this group today, guys, with love, support, and respect. Or you guys can call me by my abbreviation name. I honestly do not care at this point. As long as you're welcomed, feeling warm, and feeling much more understanding out of love, support, and respect, and also guys, knowledge is power anytime. But other than that, my numbers, guys, are 824-656-00. That's on Twitter. If you guys have a Steam. As I told you guys earlier this morning, Final Fantasy V Pixel Remaster. Remember, guys, that game is coming out on Android and iOS, and also on Steam, via PC on Steam on November 10th. If we were to guess when Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster is going to come out, I would say almost closer to Christmas time. That would just be a guess, but it could be early December. I don't think anything else is going to be remastered, but keeping it all 6 in one as a big bundle, the cost maybe in the early hundreds, maybe, and that pretty much, of course, guys, will have to be on Steam, pretty much on Steam. But if you guys are getting bored or pretty much just want to try out any other RPGs, like say Action Adventurer, Music Sports, whatever you guys like playing on Steam. Tell me what variety of games you like to play. Maybe I can have a little insight on it and see what I think. With love, support, and respect, as good as we can today, guys. So we'll see what happens there. Guys, I did beat Final Fantasy V. I beat the crap out of that since day one. So I've only beaten the game maybe like once or twice. Maybe like, actually no, not once or twice, but I beat it a little bit more. The graphics were good. Old school as it was, and the game itself, 9 times out of 10, that belongs into my Final Fantasy games that I've heavily overbeaten. That I've been in the older stages and pretty much in the newer stages. So Final Fantasy V is pretty much a real good game that I've ever beaten. The graphics were good. It was a little more of a badass game, but to be honest, it was great. It was great to say the least that it was actually a game I could finally beat. So it was interesting. But other than that, if you guys also have a Reddit, you guys can friend request me on Reddit. The name is ZachDawson1993. Remember, guys, this is actually the year I was born 28 years ago, and with anything inside or outside, but like I said, guys, my point cannot wait to get over this COVID crap and get back to what we're doing for our future. And it's always something to build, guys. As long as you're bonding with somebody you care about, make them feel warm, make them feel comfortable, tell them what love, support, and respect is. As long as you tell your true colors and pretty much some true feelings, too. As long as you know what they're doing. Having great content, great popularity, and anything you guys can ever see. We got to check out Kevin. As Jaden mentioned earlier this morning, our awesome commentator on awesome friend Kevin is going to be having episode number 300 on Saturday. I could be able to jump that, but it all depends what time he's starting. But if he's starting around 4, it all depends. It all depends if I'm able to jump that or not, and maybe jump inside or outside the cable. But it all depends. But I think I maybe will jump in with them tomorrow too. But all you have to do is only 2 to 10, so. And then my ass is going to be getting some good sleep after that, so. It all depends what's going on, but I'll let you guys know what's going on on Twitter, YouTube, and Reddit. You guys can also check out the lovely, awesome commentator as well, guys. The popular, one and only, Sorty's Getaway. I actually love her to death as 100% Kristen, as a good friend, and pretty much end up 221 months too, guys. You guys can check her out nearly 24/7 on the weeknights or the week mornings. That's why I say the weekdays. More common. So you guys can check her out anytime you like. As long as you guys like, support, comment with love, support, and respect in full. You guys can do anything you possibly do. Having great popularity in the sort of name you guys can figure out, and anything else that can really add anything of a twist or a bonus, whenever it comes forward to it. And you guys can also check out almost 24/7, almost 24 hours, 7 days a week, Running Egg. Running Egg is the awesome commentator, rocking and rolling. He calls me the awesome commentator. I tell him, thank you so much, sir. You're pretty much one of the nicest guys that's part of this group. Because I haven't seen Running Egg in the live chat for quite some time, but he's actually been busting butt on this channel and trying to help most of us grow. As we always say, guys, love, support, and respect is key. And also anything else we can pretty much have a wistful having. Whenever it comes to anything, as long as you do it the rifle time, putting inside or outside in order. So it all depends. Well, guys, with love, support, and respect, the most important thing is we watch videos in full. Guys, we watch videos in full. You guys can like the videos, support, comment in full. You guys can remember, guys, you guys can also share me out, tweet me out on Twitter, YouTube, and Reddit, and you guys can start voting of what you guys think. The score is not the same. It's actually not different. So Aladdin's at 33, guys, and the Great Summon at 14. So you guys can vote in either of the two. Not sure when I'm bringing back that poll question. I'm thinking maybe before Halloween. It all depends, but as long as we can have a little more stuff to look forward today. I mean, guys, you should be able to expect a new episode of Crypt Tales later on today too. I'm pretty sure it might be this afternoon. So we'll see how that's going to get up for grabs, and pretty much wake up instead of going up and down for it. So I just hope the internet does not pop out. Since we were trying to get a new episode done yesterday in the afternoon, so honestly it did not help us out. Alright, guys, it's time for some news. Today's date is October 28th, 2021. So guys, let's run them all down for you. If you guys have been to IGN store doing some pre-ordering, you guys gonna be a little more in luck too. Like, for example, you guys can check out the IGN pre-order of the 15-inch tall Venom statue open. If you guys are interested of getting pretty much a big statue, but 50 inches, that's pretty much a lot to say the least. But I for one I actually have never ever had a big statue for it, especially when it comes to anything in hand or outside in hand to obtain. So that's another thing too. It's like, that's pretty much all for pre-order, guys. It's coming out of the second Venom, and that'll be, guys, Let There Be Carnage. So you guys can check out that if you like. If you guys are most likely interested, for that opportunity as well. But check out other pre-orders too. Alright, guys, since all of you guys in this group out of 221 mods, and the rest of you guys in the live chat, with love, support, and respect, know this rapper by the name of Dr. Dre. As you guys have seen, the rapper Dr. Dre so reportedly making new music for Grand Theft Auto. Now the big question is, what kind of new music are we thinking that Dr. Dre is going to be making on Grand Theft Auto? Is this a trilogy remaster, guys? A GTA Online expansion? Or something else? The one that has an inside scoop is PD12. So basically, Doctor Strange is pretty much known as anything off the bat, and anything that's more of a good opportunity. But to be honest, guys, Doctor Strange is pretty much a hell of a good rapper. That's something I will say. But it all depends what he's going to be offering on his new music. So I think it'll be interesting to see what that's going to lead, and see what kind of new music he'll be having. That he'll recently, honestly, have maybe like it's old school, but pretty much new stuff that we haven't even heard of at this point. I'm not sure if Doctor Strange is coming out with a new album or not. That's something we have really not even heard of at all. But Active Rock, yes. I'm not sure if there's going to be any of that too. Maybe radio stations. I'm pretty sure we might be expecting that. So 9 times out of 10, guys, if there was an answer, I would say yes. So it all depends. But most of us cannot wait to see what Dr. Dre has in store for Grand Theft Auto at this point. So just have to wait and see what happens from here. Alright, guys, to check out a IGN Defects guys entertainment of Michael B. Jordan's, guys. Michael B. Jordan Black Superman film finds writers in an A title. As guys can see, this is actually according to Geek Heavy, as there was new details, guys, on Michael B. Jordan's long, suggesting Black Superman project, including an official name for the film along with that too. There's only been a white Superman, guys, the Man of Steel, and the only actor says that he recently did very well, and did real good, or kind of like fantastic, if you will. That pretty much had good acting, put on a good show when it comes to Superman movies, and that would be Christopher Reeve, guys. We've got Christopher Reeve for one. Henry Cavill and... oh, shit. Wait a minute. Henry Cavill and only Christopher Reeve. Don't think Tom Holland did it. Don't think Josh Brolin did it. That's why he's pretty much in the MCU. So it all depends. But there's the only 2 actors that did very well. But Henry Cavill always has what it takes. Takes a spot when he needs to. Gets a volunteer for a spot if he wants to be the next James Bond. Once the fans recently, guys, are pretty much thinking that Henry Cavill could be the next James Bond. Even though he has real good potential. And honestly, guys, he does too. But when we see him as James Bond, maybe he could be a good fit. Maybe not. But let's just have to wait and see how he does. I mean, he's actually been doing a marvelous job as Man of Steel, as Superman. So it all depends what he's going to be doing for that one. But let's have to wait and see what happens, if he's going to be the next James Bond or whatever. So we'll see what happens at the after party today. With love, support, and respect. So it all depends. Well, guys, back to the news. The Ghost Rider series from Hulu, guys, would have led to a multi-hero crossover event. So let's see on the bottom of the description that Ghost Rider and Hellstrom could team up to save Hulu. Now, what does that mean for Ghost Rider? The only one that did a hell of a job and a fiery opportunity is Nicolas Cage. He's been in only the first 2, but when they only recently made only, what do you call it, guys? Only maybe a couple anime stuff too, or something else, but it all depends. Okay, guys, Nicolas Cage is the only one that only played as Ghost Rider. Jack Black, no. Jack Black never ever, I don't think he ever messed with that. But guys, his next one is, like I said, pretty much inside and outside good proportions. And that'll be played as Bowser. And the anime action movie, I cannot wait to watch it. You guys cannot wait to watch it. And that is the anime of Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario Brothers on top the bat too. But we'll see what happens going with that too. As you guys can see, this one is also killing according to PD1 too. This one's a long article involving Mexican and American and Hollywood. Not sure what that said has to complain. Alright guys, we're gonna do a few more, depending how long we can hold on to that beak. As you guys see, we are at level 20 with our Chocobo. We'll see what happens in the next couple extra rounds. So it all depends. Guys, let's check out a 5.5 video, guys. 5-minute and 30-second video where everything was announced at Sony's PlayStation State of Play. As you guys see on today's IGN Defects, anything that's worthy games, guys. If you want to know all the announcements from Sony's PlayStation State of Play, I highly did not want that set, to be honest, but there's actually been a little bit of good things, but not enough problems at this point. But I mean, they honestly did not announce a whole lot. Maybe only like a couple, but no big names. Like, say, for example, guys, that we cannot really wait to see, and that would be, for example, Final Fantasy 16, and also, guys, a new installment that I cannot wait to play personally, or anything common too, guys, and that would be the new Dragon Quest 12. Not so when that's going to be happening either. But the only decision between the company that can really announce it is only Square Enix. I'm not sure if Square Enix is going to be having something to build up or maybe go inside of anything, but they know how to make some great stuff happen too. So it all depends, guys, going forward. If there's anything else going so far today, but it all depends, guys. So if you guys have seen State of Play, you guys can check it out anytime you like. Alright, guys, for any trending topics today, we also have, get on that poll, guys. Now, in other news today, you guys can see a possible dinosaur that the DNA recently discovered in a 125 million year old fossil. I think it's actually a big surprise that I haven't seen somebody having a huge dinosaur that's... Check out this big... Check out this set, guys. Look at this. The DNA was looking at a dinosaur fossil, guys. A dinosaur fossil that was recently dating back 125 million years. That's a buttload of a long time, guys. My love and I were not even born by then. You guys were not even born by then either. But holy cow, that's a buttload of years. And usually my love and I would not be born for that. Even if we ever look at a huge dinosaur that's more of something that's calming or something that's big. But you guys understand who the king of dinosaurs is. And that's the Tyrannosaurus Rex, nicknamed T-Rex. Pretty much he's a dinosaur badass, guys. He's the king of the pack. So another good dinosaurs too. I'm not a huge fan of it, but most of us in the live chat today, guys, have seen what dinosaurs can do. And it's only made out of a couple movie franchises compared to one, and that would be, guys, Jurassic Park. That's my point. Does not like Jurassic Park, especially The Lost World. But and also Jurassic World 1 and 2. But remember, guys, Jurassic World Domination is coming out by next year. So the actors are going to be back, like say Sam O'Neill, Jeff Goldblum as well. But the ones that are still going to be there in the main roles are pretty much major characters, and that'll be Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, and a couple others too. I'm not sure if the one from Jurassic Park is going to be in that or not. I mean, of course we do know he may or may not have passed away earlier this year, so we'll see. Alright, guys, if you guys are looking to spend a small fortune, a small TV, according to Kevin Lee and another person, you guys can save an amount of money to have a small fortune with the best cheap gaming monitors. If you guys are looking to have an inside scoop for them, or even if you guys just want to look around, feel free to look around anytime you like. It's got to see an inexpensive upgrade for your rig and your eyes, depending which one will get your eye the most. I was spending a good amount of money if you guys know what kind of monitor you really want to have for gaming. A good size screen, a good enough size screen, or an average screen. So anybody can see what kind of TV you pretty much have. It's like if you're looking to spend small portion, maybe a lot of money for it. All of us just has to keep on looking at the price, see how much all of us are looking to spend. So let's have to keep an eye on that for a change. And we got another Echo screen, guys. But as long as we keep doing what we're doing with Chocobo graphics, guys, the larger the beak you'll have. So it all depends. Alright, guys. If any of you that does or does not have a Switch, you guys can check out the demo now available for the Surprise Metroid Dread. Remember, guys, the game itself is very good. It's at a 9 out of 10 for the Nintendo Switch. But we honestly do know too, guys, it is not on Steam. So if it would have come out on Steam, I would maybe play a little bit. But I was just trying to get my money back for it. So I'm not much of a Metroid fan, or not much of Star Fox, but those two games are different franchises. But Metroid has become a little more better recently. So, but the only game I've only played on Metroid is only in like Old School with Samus, or it might have been something else like, say, Metroid Prime Hunters for the Nintendo DS system. I think that's one of the, I think 1 or 2 games that I've only played pretty much inside or the outside of the generation. Whereas both of those games did not come out since fucking early 2000s. And especially Metroid Prime Hunters, guys. That came out in 2005 or 2007. Like, say, 15 to 13 years. But also, guys, it all depends. If there's anything else sponsored to it. If you guys are looking to upgrade your PS5, I've had the PS5 now, guys, for a little over 11 months. Well, that's actually amazing. But the highest system I've ever obtained, pretty much lived in common ever since for a long time, is the PS4. You see, guys, my opponent is still buying the PS4, but she does not have a hell of a lot of money to get my PS4 right now. So, I'm not sure what's going to be happening with that, but she's still going to be my leading candidate. So, we'll see what happens. Is you guys can check out the best PS5, guys, accessories for your next gen console. Anything you guys can ever want. I'll probably have an opportunity, depending if I get a little bit of that during Christmas time. I mean during Christmas, but I'm not 100% sure, because we're gonna be having winter soon. So maybe. It all depends how much money that we're hoping to spend out of it, but I honestly have not received any new accessories yet. Ever since I marked day 1 with the PS5. Thanks to one of my peers that did that for me, so it all depends today. So I don't know. I mean, what I liked, a couple new, a first few accessories, maybe, but not at the moment. That's according to Kevin Lee today, guys, in this group. Guys, I'm checking out a little more of a short video, guys, today, of the Scandinavian folklore game called Roki, as it's now available on the next gen consoles. If you guys want to know when the game is available, it's actually available now. It's called Roki, guys, and it's only a 4-letter word today, R-O-K-I. And it's available now on the PS5 and the Xbox Series. As the adventure game, guys, is inspired by Scandinavian folklore and encourages players to confront something. So that video, guys, is 1 minute and 5 seconds. Anytime. Guys can also check out this other video of Monster Hunter Rise. The new character voices, guys, that they already added in the latest DLC. You guys can meet Manzu, who can now be voice of your Monster Hunter Rise character. And it recently is voiced, guys, by the leading actress for it. And her name, you guys have heard of this actress? Her name is Deborah Wilson. Deborah Wilson, guys, so she honestly does not, she has plenty of experience when it comes to being on Family Guy, or due to the fact She's actually the character of Manzu. Manzu is actually Elder Fugen's niece, if most of us did not recall. But also the good news is, guys, you guys have already understand how much PS5s that all of us have been gifted. If you guys are looking to grab one during Christmas time or anywhere else, you guys should check out this article. As you guys see, the big news is Sony has sold 13.4 million PS5s. And I think it's wonderful too, guys. It's such an amazing thing. 13.4 million consoles, guys, for the PS5. That actually is amazing. Overall together, guys. It has a mindset by great popularity that we have a PS5. So pretty much, guys, during the third quarter, I'll just check out a little bit of this article real quick today. As PlayStation counts for 27% of Sony's total revenue this quarter. But the powerful thing, guys, so far today, for all of us that have a buttload experience since day one, of having the PS5, for example, any games you would play, anything you would want, that's pretty much a crossover, guys, between PS4 to PS5. But you cannot play PS4 games, but you can honestly do not, let me try to rephrase it, guys. You cannot play PS5 games on your PS4. PS4 plays PS4, but PS4 can play PS4 games, can play PS5 for sure. That's another thing. So, it also has a 26% of its total operating profit. So I think it's an interesting thing. And as far as PS Plus goes, guys, the service has hit 47.2 followers. So that's actually amazing. A major opportunity for us, guys. Congratulations to PlayStation, thanks to Sony, for giving us a big power of having it. So, I think it's an interesting fact, guys. 13.4, guys, million units of the PS5. It's tremendous. Okay, guys, we got one quick article real quick. Guys, to check out the 8 beginner tips of FIFA 22. This video, guys, is 4 minutes and 22 seconds today. Now, if you guys have a copy of that for the Xbox Series or the PS5 together, you guys can check out what beginner tips you guys are looking to bring. And pretty much other tutorials, too. So the thing about this one, guys, is real simple. We have several modes and plethora of controls to master of getting you guys started what FIFA is all about. Well, you guys can feel a bit overwhelming, but feel not, guys. You guys can check out the 8 beginner tips that can get you guys started. If you guys are having an opportunity or persuaded opportunity for it, you guys can check out what you guys think of FIFA. Well, guys, all I had was one stupid copy. Just one copy out of popularity for it. But I've only played maybe like a couple games on FIFA, only for the Game Boy Advance, and fucking I honestly never play FIFA a whole lot. You guys understand, I'm more of an RPG person, a sports person. Not despising soccer, not to be rude on that, but FIFA is a good sport too. As I said, they have millions of countries, thousands of players at this point, but that's the other way around. I mean, FIFA is a good process. You guys understand, coming out of top stories today, South Park post-COVID, guys, exclusive, as it will be debuting, guys, on Paramount Plus next month. I haven't paid a lot of attention with South Park due to great popularity, so they're gonna be having a new season pretty much very soon. But apparently, guys, new episodes of South Park seasons of 25 and 26 will officially stream on HBO Max 24 hours after they honestly do premiere common on Comedy Central. So So basically, guys, the new seasons, I'm not sure what they're going to be doing with that, but South Park has been renewed to season 30 till the next fucking 6 years. And that'll be, guys, 2027. But my opponent and I will have something special before then. I honestly think so, but it all depends. But if you guys want to know when the South Park post-COVID's coming out, it's going to be November 25th. That's all I can say right now, but that's coming out of South Park. South Park on Twitter. Not Twitter, guys, but Twitter. So I'm not sure what else is going to be brought into towards the system. Anything categorized with the system, or... But South Park has been around since 1999, so I don't know. I honestly don't know what the other process is going to be, but congrats to Comedy Central of having South Park get some extra seasons till 2027. But Smolov and I, in our relationship streak, guys, Paul and I were still real alive with this group. Most of us are still going to be around by then, hopefully. So I honestly have no clue on that. But you guys consider yourselves news. You guys get more news hopefully this afternoon. Hopefully the podcast does not crash from yesterday in the afternoon. So we can get back to what we're doing. For Christelle. So since I have to restart that. And while we honestly mess and get back to it. Well guys, we got 1 to 2 likes. Get those likes up there. It's October 28th, 2021, guys, filled with love, support, and respect. Remember, guys, this group is filled with anything you guys can really do. But as long as we do it on the good way, and the nicest, loving, caring, loyal, respectful way, guys. When we meet and greet new people one by one, follow the instructions on YouTube, and also taking out the description, guys. Many new family members, new friends, anything you guys can connect with. Having thumbnails, banners, having no more than like 1 or 2 channels on YouTube, and see what, to make sure nobody else has missed anything. Also guys, my highest likes is 29, top to is 98, and 113. So far guys, I've been sleeping until 6:30, maybe like 6:35 this morning. So, Love and I were on the call for a little while last night, and honestly, guys, she still finds a good fight. She cannot wait to get out of this COVID predicament after this positive crap going on, and I honestly still think, guys, she's still going to be coming out of it, and I think so too. So it all depends. And also, guys, my highest mods of all time since yesterday, 221. It was when I did a new episode of Far Cry 6. But that's it only lasted only a numerous amount of time, guys, and that's 55 minutes. And with today, we're off to a good start. We're a good start. A little more better than what we did yesterday, so... Well, guys, we now have beat number 21. We want to level a little bit extra as good as we can with our Chocobo. That's exactly what we need to do, guys. The question is, are we going to be doing any grinding today? I think so. It all depends what else we really have to refer to, or whatever time we have, but I think we're going to do some grinding today, too. If you guys want a shout out, let me know in the live chat today, as good as we can. My content's been very good, explosive. Love, support, and respect is key. That's exactly right. Exactly right, guys. Without anything else to be consulted with, or anything that's powerful for something. You guys can vote on that poll, guys. With Halloween in a few days, guys, this Sunday, what movie was scary, good, and not bad? Scream, Twister, or Freddy vs. Jason? I was also hoping to have an extra option, like say for example, Friday the 13th, in which I don't pay a hell of a lot of attention for that, but due to the scary popularity, so far it's always been one of the scariest movies of all time compared to Scream. Scream Queen's not too scary. Maybe a little bit more. But it's only for something else what we need to find out on. But I don't know. It could be something else. But right now, guys, we're gonna go to this top area. And we're gonna be doing some grinding right now, guys. Let's go ahead and do some grinding. Even though we haven't had any good fundable stuff for it, but it's time for some grinding today, guys. We're filled with love, support, and respect all over that. Like I said, guys, the plan for today is, I think, like I said, I'll probably start the new episode of Chris Tales today. But right now, I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick save to kick off today, maybe for this morning, and then see whatever happens today once we get to that point. Okay, but nice if I had an excellent conclusion on it. Okay, let's go right about here. Go with 10x. Make sure there's not any silver corrections or anything. With an X. I'm guessing it does not need a lot of potential or something. I'm not sure. Hold on a second. Make sure I trust. I'm not discussing that. Okay, guys, I'm gonna do a quick save, then we'll get a little bit more going. Remember, guys, love, support, and respect is key when we meet and greet new people. Follow the instructions on YouTube, Twitter. I mean, only on YouTube, guys, but if you guys have other connections to follow me by, want to connect me on, guys, and that would be not just YouTube, but Twitter and Reddit. That would be great. And also, guys, that would be a good way to go too. But we'll see what happens at the after party today. Alright, guys, first element of surprise. Let's get some grinding going. So you guys see the hit points right now, Zidane for right now is actually at, with no problemo in between, guys. And that would be some by example. As you guys see, ever since the previous episode from last week, guys, Dagger did get her voice back, so that's a good thing to operate. Hey, what's up, New Dawn? I was wondering if somebody was going to show up today, but how are you today, New Dawn? It's good to see you, buddy. Anything new, or what do you know today? Yeah, guys, the amazing thing is, hopefully I do a new episode of Chris Tales this afternoon, and then I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow morning for another episode of 9, and then we'll see what happens after that. I mean, I'm gonna be tired after that, so it all depends. But to be honest, I am a little bit tired from this morning, but I'm hanging in there like a light, so. Ever since after my second COVID test I've had yesterday, compared to late afternoon from last night perhaps, but I think I'll probably stay perfect for sure. It all depends, but how you been today, New Dawn? Now, guys, New Dawn is one of the newest moderators. Remember, guys, my total is 221, and that's perfect. It's amazing. So it all depends. Gosh dang it! Can we get him up before he goes? Okay, never mind. I wish we got a little extra grinding before Zidane got his butt laid out. That's okay. But as long as he does not go in last place with Amulet. Unfortunately, guys, I don't think he will. Well, guys, let's go and get him back up. We also need to do some item swapping, too. That's exactly what we need to do. Is that see if we don't have a lot of high potions right now. So we'll get back to grinding in just a moment. Actually, I would like to change that now, but that's if I got some spending going too. Let's see the inside and outside of this Hildegard A3. Not that. It's a good signature. So we have ourselves a new sip. And we'll guarantee a good looking sip it will be. Okay, that one's locked. Open that kid's door. Check out the saying from Aberrant, guys. Running around all over the world to find another world? That's actually nonsense. Nonsense or not much competitive. As long as it's not inside the list or anything else brought towards attention. Well guys, let's go back up here. And what we need to do right now, guys, is we need to really get some more high potions. That's exactly what we need right now. Honestly, guys, yes. So I'm going to go into Enso Gaza. So we get some new stuff at this point. Well, I'm not going to be able to land right there, especially if we're covered in land. Like this one, for example. What's he been up to today, New Dawn? Anything interesting? Positive. Good length. Like I said, guys, my content's been really good. That's something that we will add up. Gave me a like? Thank you, buddy.
Gave you a like, man.
It's a lot of stuff common. But also, guys, this one would love support and respect this too.
Just got to 300 subs.
No, I cannot argue with that. Well, we will kill him. Besides, this one creep is not getting anything from me. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that yesterday. So your goal is to get up to 500, maybe? I mean, my goal is to get up to 2,000, because I changed my description, last week. So instead of 1850, guys, I'm on the road to 2,000. So the inside of my description that I updated was, love, support, and respect is key, and knowledge is power. Road to 2,000 supporters. So we'll see what happens. Well, that's always something to build too, buddy. We can honestly refer to that and pretty much get as good as we can. That's all we can do. As long as we keep doing what we're doing, follow the instructions with love, support, and respect, and we'll keep doing what we're able to do. That's the important thing. This is what this group's all about, you know? Not stopping what you're doing, but can continue to do what you want to do. Have great power.
Some of your people subs to me and help me out.
How about you? You have some of you people supports to me and help me out. Yeah, that's true too. That's why I've been on YouTube for a little over 5 years. Popularity's been pretty good. My content's been very good. But anytime I run into somebody, whether it's somebody I've known for a long time on YouTube or anything else coming to my attention, you've seen how much popularity I've been getting, right, New Dawn? How much popularity do you think I've been receiving and getting? To be honest, they've been tremendous. That is something I would really say right now. My popularity's been very good. That's why I had to change my description. I mean, change my first and last name. Like I said, my content's been so good. That's something I will say right now. Ever since day one. More common. More experience. More popularity. More great content that people can see. And that's exactly what we do. That's exactly what we always came here to do. You know? I have a good job at Walmart for over 4 years. My love and I have been together today, guys, for about, today, 1,000, get ready guys, 1,586 days. Even though my opponent still has COVID, but that does not mean we can have less contact. We're having more calling, a little bit of texting, whatsoever, but us is doing good. Other than that, guys, my pudding's doing good. To still find the good fight and of this damn Coven detail. Did you get any of your COVID shots or COVID test taken, New Dawn, or not really? Oh, and who and I are fully vaccinated since day 1. After day 1. Same with Bell too. But honestly, you know, Bell got the same thing too. And my opponent did say earlier this week, guys. So did say, and Sammy helped me out well. It's nice that a big YouTuber like YouTube. Yep, that's another thing. That's another thing too. As long as you have a good, fortunate name, like say from.
Let's not talk about the
No, we got that predicament, buddy. But honestly, I mean, any controlled popularity, like say the name I have in front of me, or anything else from either action movies. What do you call it, New Dawn? Action movies, comedy movies, leading actresses. Anybody can think of a name on YouTube on their channel and see what kind of popularity they could really get. Is that right, New Dawn? That's the popularity right there. It's not that hard to find a good name. As long as you know what name could really help you out the most. As long as you know what name you want to be called. As I always say to you guys, I always have Twitter, Reddit, and always been on YouTube. But it all depends, guys. That's where love, support, and respect comes from. As long as you have to think of a name and see how many popularity you get, it's not the end of the world. You know what you're doing and keep doing what you're able to be taught and do what you feel like doing, you know? It's not stopping anybody. As long as you have great popularity, pretty good content too, guys.
Get me something to eat or I will feel weak.
New Dawn says, I'll be back. I've got to go get me something to eat or I'll feel weak. Yeah, you can fit something in your system, buddy. It won't take too long. As long as you have to find something to eat, you'll be okay. Because I don't want your ass passing out either. It's what my opponent tells me, guys. She told me plenty of times today, get something in your system. Do not feel hunger.
When Jack come cheat me out on YouTube.
Oh, sir. How's your content been going, New Dawn? Hopefully there's no problems intended. But, how's your content been going? Is it good? Good, powerful, average, or not too bad by example? I mean, I look at everybody, I look at almost anybody's content, the views, the likes, the support they've been getting for us. They've been really good. They've been awesome. They've been extremely good. That's what I will say. So, honestly, guys, it all depends. Right now, guys, like I said earlier, we're doing some grinding right now. So, as long as there's no malfunction. So that's actually something that we're doing. So, just got done buying some good high potions and all that good stuff. Alright, let's go back to the SIP real quick. See if we can exchange other people. So let's double check. So let's go ahead and double check real quick. Alright guys, let's see. Alright guys, I'm gonna go and bring Aiko on this one. And then I'll bring Freya. Quina, probably not. I'll probably keep him in the back for now. Depends if somebody else needs to be leveled up otherwise. So I'll probably keep that in mind for now. I don't see anybody else getting spigged into it. Okay, right now for Aiko, honestly guys, I'm gonna give her something powerful. I'm gonna give her the Hamelin. Once we will have her learn a couple good things when it comes to magic. Now because might Duo, and Draga. Well, let's try to identify what comes out of those elements, guys, for magic. Total common. See what that really is made of. Well, guys, he's already done with Phoenix. Let me go for... I think I'm going to give her... I'm gonna give her fairy earrings so I can... see if I can help her out by learning, reason. So I'm only giving her that right now, and then... and I'll probably give Demon's Mail on Freya. Let me see if there's anything else for Freya to use. The one for me is really not that much, but I don't know. Idle Reason, I don't know. Well, I might give him Ribbon. I'm not sure. Alright guys, let's see what else, let's see how much time we got left. Well guys, we have another 14 to 19 minutes, so we're gonna be doing some more grinding for the rest of today. And then by tomorrow, guys, by tomorrow morning, on another episode of Final Fantasy IX, we're gonna be... I think we're gonna do some more. I think we're gonna be doing some extra Chocobo stuff, and then maybe get more inside the story. Let's see what else we have to program today too. As long as for none of any other sorts, but it all depends what else we can really establish or have something else to predict. So I don't know. Let's see what happens. See what happens today. Okay. Well, guys, we're gonna do a little more grinding for another 15 minutes, maybe like 14 minutes, and then we'll see what else there's pretty much left. If you guys want to shout out, let me know in the live chat. With love, support, and respect. And keep voting on that poll. I've already seen a couple of good people today vote on that poll. That's a good thing. That's a good fortunate thing. Okay, you want to talk about nerves? Okay. I can really rely on that. That's a little bit of looking off the other stuff too. But as far as card games go, how many cards do we really have anyway? Okay, 40 out of the 26. Okay. Of course, the other cards are pretty much need to be filled in the blank or something. So it all depends. And we'll have any more card gathering. Ever since earlier in the series, guys, we recently did plenty of... We actually did one card tournament, maybe just like 2. But it was only one tournament that was going on, so... We'll probably get back in the cards soon. If we ever have an opportunity to... anything that's more triumphant for it. So we'll see. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Do we have around 5? Yeah, guys, these guys are really easy. If you know what you're doing, having the goodest attack, defense, and good stuff to add between your arsenal. But we should be okay. Well, we'll take it. Okay. We'll do a little more extra grinding, guys, real quick, and then let's see what else we have to bring towards the table after that. Okay, okay, a little something inside or outside exclusive. Is it called just one project? Only two things come to mind. But I'm not really sure involving any of the downloads on this website. But I'm just doing a little bit of looking, guys, before anything else comes to go to Tencent or other details at this point. That's we already looked into that. Something about the program. I'll have the Dawn finish him off. Not a whole lot of damage, guys, but only like 80. And we'll just make sure that Freya gets a little more inside of this monster's system. Yeah, Freya should take him down. Quite good. Guys, the weapon that Freya has is the Heavy Lance. It's actually a real good weapon. A tremendous weapon. Between another thing to attach between whatever weapon you're using. And it all depends what kind of other class you're pretty much under. Compared to the other Final Fantasies for sure. Well guys, we have another 10 minutes. Well, we're gonna continue to do more grinding. And then tomorrow morning, another episode of Final Fantasy IX in the morning, guys. I think we'll probably stick with Chocobos for now. And see if we can upgrade our abilities for it. Or maybe get a little bit more of Chocobo Graphs. Maybe we can increase our beak. And see, and then we can really see where we're at. But it all depends. Let's go. 6 Dragons, I honestly do not want to use that yet. But nice if I would use it, but not yet. But I will use Phoenix though. I honestly won't use that because Phoenix is kind of like a real guardian angel. Assigning armor, guys. Assigning light that Aiko has. So okay. And it'll be after these guys get a turn. But as long as they're not freezing Aiko, that's fine. Freezing Sonic won't be a terrible idea. But then again, we might be okay, guys. Alright guys, Rebirth Flame. You guys have always been awesome today in this group. Any episodes I do on the schedule, they've been so good. Due to great popularity, a ton of events, good results, and also doing YouTube poll questions with you guys. Those are very understanding of how great your content should be. And also popularity. Of any results you guys can really attach. So they can honestly see what you're pretty much about, knowing a little bit more identification about yourself, what you love to do, what you like to do, and any hobbies you like to do too. That's not all too bad to begin with, especially if you have any strengths or skills or maybe anything personal. As long as you love what you do. With love, support, and respect, and knowledge is power. Well guys, Aiko's at 30. It's about time we got a little bit of something, guys. So right now it's at 1283. I'm honestly keeping the powerful swordsman Steiner because he's getting up into good attack power. Well guys, I'm gonna give him a Flame Saber. I'll keep having him do that as well. As far as other gems go, actually speaking of that, guys, I'm gonna give him Ribbon. I'll give him Ribbon. So that way I can have him continue to do ability up for us. And then we'll see what happens after that. We're gonna do a couple more battles, guys, then we'll stop here. Same monsters, same post-production for him. Okay, I'm gonna that's not really neat. It's like saying, compared to Beatrix, guys, when we took on only 3 battles only on Beatrix, guys, you guys saw what kind of legendary abilities. When I beat this game after 5 times. Like say Clem Hazard, what do you call it? Other sword abilities. those are pretty much well good to use. A good thing to use as long as one sword ability. But the only two that I can use that is swordsman, like say Beatrix and Steiner. That's it. Zidane cannot do it. Quina certainly cannot do it. So that's actually a bad idea. So, but only Steiner and our party today, guys, can only use good status elements between the swords, and also magic swords too. When Steiner and Vivi always work together. Guys, I think we'll have maybe like 2 more battles, and I think and then I'm gonna close the door this morning. Then I'm gonna wrap it up after that. But we are doing very good today, guys. Let's keep doing what we're able to do. Meet and greet new people one by one. Tell them what love, support, and respect means to them. And tell them what kind of popularity you pretty much really are. I mean, I'm always famous on YouTube as Zach Dawson, as the awesome commentator. But I don't just love what I do, guys. I just do it. I only just do it. It's not all too bad to memorize and pretty much identify. But you know what you're doing, guys. Just keep doing what you're able to do. You have the rights to do what you want to do. That's the important thing. As long as no one is having a terrible time with it. I've been on YouTube for more than enough right now, and that'd be 5 years in total. And also, what do you call it? Twitter. I've been on Reddit for a little more long. A little more longer too. And that's always the good, safest part. Well guys, this could be the last battle, maybe like one more. Then we'll cut it off for this morning. Actually, I'm gonna stick with the same mode. Well, I know that, here's the thing guys, Fender's not going to work because these two enemies you guys can see in front of you today they don't stand on the ground. They're pretty much a little more of a flying type. Something common, something neutral. Or maybe something good, if you will. So, it really all depends if there's anything else to add. So, it's all good. But these enemies are worth something too. I'll have started finish them off. Body Man won't do a whole lot, only 242 though, but we'll take it. Honestly guys, it's really not a whole lot to add up at this point. As long as we're a little more stronger than this. Got him. Not a problem at all, guys. Okay, let me see what that one's about too. Alright. Alright guys, let's double check on time in a second. Let's see, Zidane's at level 39. Look at that, guys. That is really good. Okay. Well guys, let's double check one more time. I think I'm gonna call it off for today, guys, for this morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave these party members right there. But alright guys, okay, we'll do another tent real quick. Remember guys, it's always 100% key. Love, support, and respect is key, and knowledge is power. As long as you have more than, you can have 1 or 2 YouTube channels, you guys are fine. But alright guys, that's gonna be a wrap for me today. I mean, only for this morning. But yeah guys, that's gonna be a wrap for me this morning. I should be back this afternoon. But I just hope the broadcast does not stop the way it did yesterday in the afternoon when we were trying to do a new episode of Chris Tales. But also guys, that's always an hour and 25 to an hour and a half every 3 to 4 days a week. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing after I beat Chris Tales in the future. Maybe Tales of Rise has an opportunity. But we're not real sure about that yet. But I won't let you guys know what's going on. With love, support, and respect today, guys. So, like I said, I should be back this afternoon. If not, maybe earlier like tonight. But other than that, you guys will have another episode of Final Fantasy 9 in the morning tomorrow before I go back to before I go back to work, guys. Between 2 to 10, then I've got 1:30 to 10:30 on Saturday. Then I'm off the Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday due to Halloween. But other than that, guys, with love, support, and respect, and knowledge is power. If you guys want to catch more Final Fantasy 9 every Thursdays and Fridays, where we meet and greet new people one by one, follow the instructions and descriptions on YouTube. You guys can hit that like button, support button, and comment. With love, support, and respect, either way, guys. It's always 100% key to always progress, and more something not to get yourself going. As long as you know what you're doing, guys, and that's the best part you guys can really bring. Well, if anything you guys can strive for, or anything else you guys can begin. But on that, enough about that, guys. With love, support, and respect today. If you guys have a Twitter, you guys can follow me on Twitter at StayDZachDawson. It's your awesome commentator, loving, caring, respectful, loyal, and active. You guys can let me know if there's any questions you guys want to, pretty much want to answer too. If there's really not that much to consider, but you guys can tell me your first and last name information in one word, but only one spacebar, guys. If you guys want to have a bit more than one, feel free to do it. But as long as what name you guys can tell me what your name is on Twitter, and you guys can follow me as Zach Dawson anytime. I've been on Twitter for over 3 years, and on YouTube for over 5 years combined between the two, guys. That's a total of 8 years right there. That's actually great. That's actually very good, but greater. You guys call me Zach or JD, with love, support, and respect as the awesome commentator. And my numbers are 824-65600. Not only if you guys have a Twitter today, guys, for a long time at least, you guys also have a Reddit. You guys can follow request me as Zach Dawson 1993. But the only main capital letter, guys, is only the letter J. That's beginning of the first name and through the last name. You guys can check out Kevin, aka Tubitat. And yes, guys, he actually is having episode 300, guys, of his live chat with us with him. And he's going to be starting number 300 this weekend on Saturday. And then he'll probably, I think he's also doing a Halloween special too. I'll probably jump at some of it, as long as I'm not all that busy. But like I said, guys, all you have to work is tomorrow and Saturday. Then I'm off Halloween, off Monday, and then I'm off Tuesday after that. So let's see what happens after that, guys. But other than that, you guys check out my girl Sorty. Sorty's Getaway, guys. She's tremendous. She's sweet, loving and caring too, and anything else that's more to follow, guys. As any results with popularity, awesome content you guys can see from my awesome commentator. So you guys can check her out every nearly about 24/7 too. As long as you know what you're doing with popularity, knowing what you love to do, and keep doing what you're doing, it's all good. But other guys, with love, support, and respect, you guys can check out Running Egg almost 24/7. But I'll catch you guys this afternoon. Hopefully I'm back this afternoon. Hopefully the broadcast does not keep stopping yesterday. Or pretty much later on today. But on that, with love, support, and respect, guys, the most important thing is we watch videos in full, like them, support, comment in full on Twitter. Through Twitter, YouTube, and Reddit. And you guys can send me out, tweet me out, only on those 3 apps, guys. But if you guys have different apps like, say, Snapchat, Instagram, and keeping up the 3 apps that I only have for most of my entire career, guys, and my entire life too, which is Twitter and Reddit, feel free to share it on either app you have. And you guys can vote on the Land at 33 and the Great Soulman at 14. Well, guys, I want to thank only 2 people that came in the live chat today. My buddy Zayden, and also my good friend New Dawn. Alright, guys, with love, support, and respect, you guys have a good you guys have a good rest of your Thursday morning. Like I said, guys, hopefully I'm back this afternoon with a new episode of Quest Tales, so we can get back to what we're doing with that, and we'll see what happens. But Final Fantasy IX will have a new episode tomorrow morning. That'll be in the morning on Friday tomorrow. And then on Saturday in the morning, I don't think you guys are getting baseball this Saturday. I did say baseball, I'm saying right now, guys, baseball will be back this Tuesday. This Tuesday on November 2nd. So we'll be back to doing that once we get that caught up as much as possible. But alright, guys have a good morning. Be good to one another, be kind, and love one another. As the awesome commentator, guys, love, support, and respect is key, and knowledge is power. I'll catch you guys this afternoon, hopefully, with an episode of Quest Tales. Hopefully there's not anything else causing or exposed by anything, but it all depends. Alright, guys have a good morning, with love, support, and respect. Be good to one another, be kind, and love one another. Always stay positive, guys, and respectful in this group. You guys have a wonderful morning, and until then, I will see you guys in the next one.